Welcome to another edition of the BREALTV Smokebox. I'm here with very special guest, Margaret Cho, legend in the comedy game. Oh my God, I can't even say what it is. You know, what an honor it is to have you in here. Been a long time fan.
I am a huge fan of yours, so this is perfect.
I got us a nice Paris joint on a funky fill tip, as you could see.
The tip is like, since I had that tip on Friday, I can't stop thinking about it because it's like the perfect thing. I don't even want to hit it. I don't want to smoke a joint without that tip, you know?
Yeah, I mean that's what most people say after hitting one of these.
You can't get anything. You can't get anything else because it's just the perfect. I think it just. I don't know. It holds the smoke better. I don't know. It makes me feel better.
Yes, it's a very more refined way to smoke these days.
Oh, we're gonna smoke up this whole.
We're gonna smoke up the whole car.
Is that?
Yes, that's what happens. It's like it's like when we were kids, chilling, smoking before we went to school or whatever the hell we were doing. Stuff like that.
When was the first time that you smoked weed?
The first time I smoked weed, I was probably in the 5th grade. I didn't know I was smoking weed. I was hanging out with older kids and, they smoked the weed. Mm-hmm. So I smoked right along with them. Mm-hmm. How about you? When was your first time?
I was 14 and it was on a bridge that was by my high school. I was a freshman in San Francisco at Lowell High School. And I was with this other boy named Adam who didn't really roll it correctly, and it was like the terrible weed that had like seeds and stems. It was all seeds and stems, so it would just pop.
Oh yeah, snap crackle.
Yeah, so I didn't get high. I just kind of got a sore throat.
Right. Yeah, those are the worst. But those are like when you're a rookie, you don't know any better back then.
Yeah, I was learning.
Yeah, and now, I mean, a lot of people probably, a lot of your fans probably know that you smoke because you're outspoken about that. But a lot of the rest of the world might not have known that, because there's fans that know you, and then there's fans that they know you or know of you, but they're not like totally, following like to that aspect. And I bet it would be a surprise for people to know that you are an advocate.
Yes.
And you've been an advocate for quite a long time.
Well, I believe in it. I think it's really great. I would describe myself as green and sober. So right. I don't drink alcohol.
That makes sense, yeah.
I'm just very much very big advocate for marijuana. I think it's just better than alcohol. It's just a better choice for people. It's so much less damaging. It's just for me, it helps me.
Right.
And I had issues with back pain and insomnia that are really actually helped a lot.
Yeah. Because it does help.
Mm-hmm. It's medicine.
Yeah, definitely. Now, do you feel like in when writing your comedy routines and sketches and stuff like that throughout the years, was it something that helped you be creative? Did it help the creativity on creating some of the material that you've performed, or is it more on a relaxation tip where it's like the getaway?
Everything. I think it helps you get away. I think it helps you get there. I think it's a vehicle, and it's sort of, you use it the way you want to use it, and there's so many different kinds, so that now we have access to so much different types of strains and things that have different effects. So, but for me, it's been a creative high. It's been a productive high. It's helped me just to be calm about things and to relax and everything.
Have you ever sparked on stage while doing one of your routines?
Yes, I am.
How did the people react to that?
They get really crazy.
I know they had to have gotten crazy.
They get really crazy, but then at the same time, then I want to just get high and not finish.
You don't have to go through the whole routine, right?
No, but it was amazing to see you at Made in America this last weekend, because I saw you and you lit up, and everybody was already smoking, and it was 50,000 people in the audience, all smoking at the same time. We were all with you.
Yeah, there was like a big old wave of smoke right there. I saw it happening.
Beautiful.
It was crazy.
It was beautiful, and it was like this moment of I'm so proud to be here with everybody, and it was just everybody was jumping up and down at the same time, and it was the best thing. I mean, it was really, really almost religious.
Yeah, those moments, it's like when everybody connects, that's like the best part of a show. And I'm sure in comedy it's the same connection when everybody gets the joke. Whether it's like a political joke or a joke that's like based on personal shit or whatever, it's just when they connect to it, there's probably no better feeling than that.
It's satisfying. It's sort of like you realize, oh, it's like I'm doing the right thing. You're getting like the spiritual or cosmic nod.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're doing the right thing. I'm so high, by the way, and I'm kind of confused.
We're getting there. We're getting to the elevated levels.
Now it's like, ooh, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Have you ever been too high?
Yeah. There was one time I was sitting with a group of friends. It was after a video shoot, and I had ran out of all my weed because everybody at the video smoked my weed. So ran out quickly, and after the video, I had to take a drive to Long Beach where one of my partners lived, who was dealing out the herb. So I went there and he had a little party going on. He's like, sit down, let's take some bong hits. So I'm like, sure. And he had a little 3-foot bong, no big deal. I was used to hitting bigger, They, pass me the hit. I take it. And, everybody gets packed one. Comes back around again, and then a third time. And on the third time, I thought to myself, shit, I'm fucking high. Like, I'm higher than usual for 3 bong hits. And then I started feeling like the room is getting smaller. Just fucking, open the windows, I can't breathe. I'm gonna die in here. Shit like that. And I had to leave, right? I had to leave my friend's house and say, hey, I gotta go, man. And I fucking took off, and I was so stoned driving home. But I was used to that.
Yeah.
But I had to leave there for some reason. And, later come to find, because he called me yesterday. He goes, hey, you make it home? I mean, not yesterday. He called me the next day, right? And he goes, hey, man, you okay? You make it home all right? I'm like, yeah, man, I'm cool. He goes, what happened? I said, I don't know, man. I took those 3 bong hits, and I ain't never been that high off of just some bong hits. And he goes, oh, well, there was hash on the bottom of the weed. I thought you knew that. I'm like, fuck, I didn't know that. Maybe I wouldn't have been as high. But yeah, it gave me an anxiety and shit, and I thought I was too high.
Yeah, but I can almost rarely get there now from smoking, even if it's hash.
Right.
Like now that happens with edibles.
Yeah.
Edibles can be so strong. Do you eat them?
Yeah, edibles will kick your ass if you eat too much, and they dose them too much. If you get the right ones, it could be a pleasant experience. You get the wrong ones, and it's total. That ride, it's like if you ever did mushrooms, right? There's a certain point if you did too much, you're like, I want out of this trip.
Yeah. And
you can't get off.
Right.
You just have to ride it out.
Right.
It's the same thing with edibles. If you eat too much,
you're
on that trip until it's done.
And then you can't. There's no escape. That's the thing. That's totally it. But mushrooms I don't like.
Yeah,
I like hallucinogens.
I used to have them, but I can't fuck with them. It's been like at least 10 years since I fucked with some.
Yeah.
We used to have a really great time on them, but now it's like too crazy and shit.
It's too much for me.
Yeah, too much.
I'm a homeowner. I can't do mushrooms.
You feel like everybody's watching you. We did mushrooms one time on stage. The whole band. We were freaking out because we were big Doors fans.
Oh yeah.
And they used to do peyote and all kinds of crazy shit on stage, beforehand, and they'd be peaking on stage. So we decided, okay, we're gonna do that too. And my God, it was the craziest thing ever. After that, we didn't look at that shit the same anymore. We didn't do it anymore after that. But have you ever went on stage so super stoned like that? Maybe not off of hallucinogenics, but just you smoked one too many joints before you got out there. And
oh yeah. That to me I don't like, because it's like I need to have a little sense of like
clarity.
I'm like a teacher and this is a class.
Right.
I want to be in charge, and so also you just want to be aware of everything, and I just want to do a good job.
Right.
So that to me is like really like but I could probably smoke pot on stage and it would be fine.
Right, because your adrenaline's going
Yeah.
from doing the shows. Everything's working already.
Right, but for me, like hitting the stage, there is a kind of a moment of like, I got to get it all sort of Sunday best.
Right.
That kind of feeling.
Right.
Which is really, it's a thing that I'm proud of. I'm proud of being able to perform and to be able to get in front of so many people, and people are really excited. It's like really an honor to be a live performer in that respect.
Right, it is. It's like a privilege.
Yeah. I could but I could really see that with you on Sunday because it was the City Hall, it was LA, and it's like you're the 2014 High Time Stoner of the Year.
Thank you very much.
Which is like, I didn't know that. If I knew that, I was like, the best. What did you do when you found out when they said that that's what you were, when they gave to you? How were you crowned?
They gave me this big trophy that was like a bong. Like it was a very nice glass piece, and that they presented it to me at the Cannabis Cup out here in San Bernardino.
So great.
And I was high as hell as always, and I couldn't believe it, because you never give thought to that, because we're just musicians trying to make music and make music people like and make music that we like. Mm-hmm. And all the other stuff is extra, so when that came, I was like, wow, that's really cool.
Beautiful.
So I've always had a great relationship with High Times, so for them to recognize me at some point out of these 20 some odd years, it was actually cool.
It was really cool. I was like weeping. Like I was like, I want that so bad. So please, if you're part of the nominating committee now, are you part of the Academy?
I'm going to get on the nomination board.
So that I could get that title someday.
You need that title, of course, because you've been repping it for so long, and everybody knows that shit. I remember when I first heard you were a Cypress Hill fan, I was like, no fucking way. Mm-hmm. And right then and there, I knew. I'm like, she's not a Cypress Hill fan and doesn't smoke.
Oh, yeah.
And,
I am a longtime Cypress Hill fan, too. And, it's like, I love your music because there's so much in it. When I'm listening to my ear, there's their amazing vocal, all of these rhythms, because it's not just what you think, and it's live percussion too, which is really exciting, and lots of different, just so many different sounds. It's so layered, and on top of that, it's amazing lyrically. It's really funny. There's a lot of humor in it, and a lot of just soul and heart. I just think your music is texturally beautiful and also links me right to my heart and my being.
I think comedy is the same way. Yes. Because it links to the part where it takes people away from their everyday problems for that little bit and gives them the laughter. And laughter, scientifically, it's been studied. It's good for you.
Yes.
And
really
so you guys are like saving people, providing a service with the shit you guys do up there. So I can only say that I appreciate your works like crazy.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Before we
Hey guys.
Hey.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, come on in.
I just remembered
This is a first.
my rap from the early 90s. I remembered the whole thing. I wanted to do it for you.
Do it.
You want to try it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do it.
Nailed to a cross and I can't seem to get down. So I take the bus uptown, across the tracks into my soul, with my eyes sewn shut into a hole. A bird flies near and tells me to turn around. I see the nest and start to look down. My body feels scorn underneath the eye, above the guild that divides the sky.
What happened to the rest?
That's it.
It's so good.
That was good though.
Yeah.
That was good.
Really
That's good. John Roberts.
Hey guys.
In the Smokebox.
Nice. My mom had this car in the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad did too.
Nice.
Maybe it was the same car.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can you even see anything?
I can't.
Before we go, and you two, this I'll pose this question to you too.
Yeah.
What's your favorite strains you like to smoke?
I like Jack Herrera.
Rest in peace, Jack Herrera.
Jack Herrera, because it's, you know, it's our it's our legacy to love Jack Herrera. He did a lot for us. He's an amazing dude and really good weed.
How about you there?
Oops.
Whoa.
Oh.
God, bro, did I just burn you?
You
I
got
just
the
burned her.
honorary.
She's dead.
You got the honorary smoke burn.
I got it.
I had that so many times.
Little burns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had so many little burns.
I just cut you.
No, it's all right.
I like
I'm so
how
high, I can't feel
you
anything.
can't feel anything. That's good.
I'm ready for surgery now.
I'm blind.
I'm prepped for surgery.
Right on.
What are we talking about?
It was
Platinum Blue Dream.
Platinum Blue Dream.
I totally forgot what we were talking about.
Yes. I want to thank everybody for watching. I want to thank both of you for coming into the Smokebox. John Roberts, Margaret Cho.
Be
Man.
real. Thank you.
It's been ridiculous.
Amazing.
Peace. Leave comments, subscribe to the channel. We're out.